Oh, ye clips from stream. Because sometimes I do streams, I was like, you know what, maybe I should just do this just so I can have the VOD or have it for the content for the channel, and that's exactly what I'm going to do today. We're going to look at something where I dissected what I believe to be what the Switch is going to do at launch, or the second Switch is going to do at launch. I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, possibly hit the bell. Please.
I'm gonna give an idea for the new Mario, the new 3D Mario that no doubt is going to be on Switch day one of release. No doubt. No doubt. I mean not day one of release, but like I'm thinking like pretty much no doubt it's gonna be on Switch day one of release. Here's what I think it's probably going to be. This is my prediction for it. Right here. New Mario. Forget New Animal Crossing. New Mario. 3D Mario. It's very clear and obvious. It's so clear and obvious that they're saving it for the next Switch. Because otherwise it would have made a 3D Mario by now. It's the moneymaker. It's the 100%, one of the biggest press year print money. The new 3D Mario, right? Here it is. Here's exactly what they're going to do. At least that's what I think this is exactly what they're going to do. On Switch with the new 3D Mario. Mario Galaxy 3. Like, whoa, oh my gosh, it's not good. Like, there's no possible way that Mario Galaxy is gonna come back. Like, there's no way that Mario Galaxy is gonna come back, right? But it is, right? And here's what I'm gonna tell you why. Here, I'm telling you exactly why, right? It's gonna be called Mario Odyssey 2 or something, right? Mario Odyssey in space or something, right? But they're gonna start probably on the moon, and then I think not even Bowser, but some sort of entity, some sort of other thing, like an alien ship, a UFO ship perhaps, like something from Mario Galaxy, like the exact type of thing, and some sort of brand new villain is gonna show up, right? And which would be kind of crazy, but I mean, just imagine how great this game would be if this is exactly what happened. So a brand new villain's gonna show up, create a galaxy, like we've seen before, right? You know what I mean? And we're gonna open up the floodgates to Nintendo's best idea ever, or at least Mario's best idea ever, and go back to the style of Mario's best game ever. Okay? Sorry, Nintendo. Sorry, Mario 64. Alright? Mario Galaxy is, in my opinion, the best Mario game, and therefore, in my opinion, my favorite game of all time. Right? Mario Galaxy. Except this time, it's going to be in the style of Mario Odyssey, where the galaxies are going to be like kingdoms, and like all the planets, you're going to go from different planet to planet, and it's going to be like cool looking and awesome, right? You know, and stuff floating around everywhere, right? And you're like different styles of gravity, different styles of enemies, you know, different gravity, different enemies, and platforming, and all that stuff. It's going to be beautiful, right? With like super low gravity like the moon, or like higher, like even more denser gravity, like platforming, you know what I mean? Or just like plain Earth gravity, but then there's also gonna be like stuff floating around, and like, you know, planets that you can just like kind of jump on, or sling yourself to, or shoot yourself at, you know. But it's going to be within the open world of the big open Mario Odyssey, right? You know what I mean? So there's going to be like a bunch of stuff and a bunch of moons or whatever they're going to use they're going to make you collect to build your spaceship that's going to fly through the galaxies and throw to not galaxy, I guess universe, galaxies, either galaxies or like planets, right? And each, you know, that probably planets, right? And then each planet's gonna have planetoids, and those planetoids, those moons or something, those you know, are gonna be used as different levels and different little places that you can go within that same level, right? That are gonna have different gravity, and like, oh, it's gonna, I guess that's how it should be, maybe. know that there's going to be like a unique villain. At least I would like to believe that there's going to be a unique villain. That I think would be really cool is if Bowser was on your side, right? And then you would fight as Bowser. Okay, because you captured Bowser to, you know, in the final scene, right? It would only make sense to capture Bowser to fight an even bigger enemy as Bowser, and that would be sick, right? Like Mario's on the verge of like dying or something, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, here comes Bowser, and he's gonna fight as Bowser. It'd be sick. It'd be freaking awesome. I think that would be a completely new, totally new and awesome, amazing thing that they could do. I mean, of course, it also could just be Bowser again, which, I mean, not that big of a deal. Like, we don't care. No one's gonna care. The only thing that people are gonna care about is how cool the platforming is, how awesome it is to go around as Mario, how great Mario is to control, and how great it looks. It's gonna look amazing, okay? Alright, we're talking about a Switch. Alright, we're talking about Nintendo here, okay? This game's gonna look fantastic, alright? I'm already drooling, I'm thinking about it. My jaw's on the floor still. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, this is, the one and only. They're gonna have hardware that is pretty close to just about how good hardware is as far as the market and consoles, right? And they're gonna be the one and only company who they do this better than everyone, and that is use the most of the other hardware and make their games look the best out of what they have. Look at Tears of the Kingdom, look at Breath of the Wild. I think I dropped the mic there. And, you know what I mean? I'm not metaphorically speaking. Right. Right. There. That is what the new Mario is going to be. It's going to be a 4K, Ultra HD, breathtaking, beautiful, amazing looking Mario that controlled just as good as ever before, looks better than any other Mario, and it's gonna completely totally blow our minds. Right? They're not just gonna have one musical number, they're gonna have two musical numbers. You know what I mean? Pauline's gonna be held hostage, and that's gonna be like the halfway, I don't know, like you know what I mean? Like the first, I mean, I could even imagine at the very start of the game they're gonna have a musical number of Pauline jump up in the air. Oh no music. Like that absolute banger plays right at the beginning. You know for a fact that Mario game's coming out the second the Switch drops on launch. Because one of the things they're gonna want to do is have a better launch than they did for the Switch 1. Because the Switch 1 only had Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean? And I think there might be like a remaster coming. You know, if PlayStation can remaster like some game, if Sony and PlayStation or Naughty Dog, whoever, I don't know, can remaster a game for the millionth time, right? You know, certainly, like a Breath of the Wild remaster and stuff like that is going to be available at launch and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I can't wait. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. And we'll see. But what we got? I mean, just imagine like a 4K, completely 4K Breath of the Wild, or something like that. I think it's gonna be like a Breath of the Wild remaster, or something like that. And then, ooh, Mario Kart. Mario Kart 9 is gonna happen. They'd be stupid not to make Mario Kart 9. I was about to end the stream. You know what I mean? They would be stupid to make Mario Kart 9 not happen. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be all of Mario Kart plus the DLC plus more characters, plus more kart combos. Mario Kart 9 is gonna go stupid, right? It's gonna be everything with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but better. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but better. And it's gonna be every track you could ever want. every single cart you could ever want, every single wheel you could ever want, every single glider you could ever want, and like every single version of a track that you could possibly want. Upside down, inside out. You know what I mean? Living the V, Lyoka, whatever. Right? It's gonna be everything that you could ever want about Mario Kart game. And they'd be stupid not to have that on the day of release of the next Switch, along with a Mario, or at least very close to the day of release of the next Switch. You wonder why it's been taking so long for, like, let's be real. Let's be real. I'm seeing all the models of the Switch, right, and all the leaks and all that stuff. It's like, dude, they literally could have a Switch right now. We could have the next Switch right now. We probably could, you know what I mean? Like, realistically, because we've seen all the models. These leaks have been coming out for years, and they're exactly right. We look at the model, at the exact model, and here it is, and it's exactly right. So, like, realistically, we could have the next Switch in our hands right now, but they're probably like, well, we can't. One, we don't have enough mass produced, and two, we don't have enough games for it. Those were the two big issues. Two big issues with the Switch when it launched, right? They're gonna come out with the new Switch with enough games for it, and it's gonna be mass produced. And like, there probably is gonna be a new Pokemon, wink wink, nudge nudge, that's gonna come out. Possibly a Legend Z that's also gonna come out for the next Switch. Or possibly even just a new Pokemon in general that's gonna come out for the next Switch. It's been a while since we got a new Pokemon. I got it right over here. I never play it. At this point, selling it for like $10 might be just a spit in my face. I might just throw it away. I don't know. However, I bought it because it was like, Nintendo or Pokemon Company took a huge step in the right direction. And I should probably get Legends Arceus because that's an even bigger step in the right direction. And the new Legends game is probably going to be really good because the Legends game was really good, right? And that's all going to come out on the next Switch. That's all going to come out within like the first few months or so of the next Switch. Guaranteed.
And then peppered throughout the rest of the year, just to fill in a couple gaps, just to make sure we've got something to play like every single month, we've got 2 more remasters. Splatoon 3 and Smash Ultimate.
No, Splatoon 3, no. I disagree. We're getting Splatoon 4. We're getting Splatoon 4. That's another thing I should probably put in my video. We're getting Splatoon 4. There's no way they're not doing Splatoon 4. You're crazy. They're gonna do Splatoon 4. It's the industry standard. The industry has set a precedent that game, at least with Call of Duty and shooter games alike, that you have to have a sequel. You have to have an actual sequel, or in this case, probably like what would be really nice is a prequel to Splatoon in general. Like, you have to have a sequel. You have to have a sequel. We're not gonna get a remaster of Splatoon 3. That would be stupid. We're gonna get Splatoon 4. Like, they're gonna cook on that. I guarantee you. I trust those developers. I love Splatoon. To the life of me. I love Splatoon. I probably play like all the games that I probably should play more. Probably this one right here. I just don't find time for it, which is kind of sad.
Deleted the stream clip because there was sound in the background and it didn't sound like right. I just want to say that Splatoon's gonna look fantastic on the second Switch. Just like a lot of games are gonna look fantastic on the second Switch, but like Splatoon and those developers, the way they make the game look as good as it is now, with what they have, I just can't imagine how good it's gonna look on the second Switch. There's a lot of games like that. Zelda isn't the only thing that's gonna look good on the second Switch, right? Obviously there's Mario Kart. But there's also Metroid Prime, Luigi's Mansion. And I think even the new Pokemon Legends, or whatever Pokemon game they're gonna make, I have some sort of feeling. I know a lot of people would have a lot of doubt, but I have some sort of hunch that they're gonna finally get it right. And I cannot wait for the next Switch, because I think a lot of the development issues and a lot of the things that are problems with a lot of games are because of the hardware, and I'll finally be able to make games on hardware that actually can do something, you know what I mean? Somewhat respectable hardware, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's gonna be huge. And also, as some sort of, since this is probably I'm gonna slot this at the end, some sort of last prediction thing that I didn't go through, that I didn't say,
is that I think they're going to do a Earthbound remaster. I have no idea. It's completely totally out of left field, but like for some reason I feel like, you know, if Nintendo puts two neurons together and like they come together, you know what I mean, in a room, and they said, what can we do? What can we remaster that we haven't done before that would be perfect to go onto the next system at launch or sometime within the first year of launch, and it'd be so easy and it'd be free money and guaranteed 2 or 3 million people would buy it, you know, at full price, you know. But I think it's gonna look really good because Mario RPG looked really good, and probably, you know what I mean. Like they're probably gonna go for something like that. You know, I haven't played Mario RPG personally, but Earthbound can totally happen. I think it definitely could happen. Maybe I'm crazy, right? But like I think there's a lot of things that they've done recently, or they remastered them recently, where it's like, oh well, shit, it'd be stupid for them to not remaster it with the Switch's install base or the second Switch's install base, right? Which, you know, at first, right, is not going to be as big a number, obviously, as 152 million, but it's going to get to probably at least 130 million, probably, I'd like to estimate, just because it's the Switch, it's better in every way, right? So, yeah, anyway. But, you know what I mean? It just makes sense. It literally just makes sense. Earthbound, I mean, come on. I'm holding out for it. Just like all the other fans are probably holding out for it. Maybe. Like, thinking it'll probably never happen, but, like, always hoping it will, you know what I mean?